Hi guys! So I have a different kind of tutorial for you today. I had posted some boutique bows that I made for my granddaughters on my Facebook, and one of my dear sweet friends asked me for a tutorial because she has granddaughters and she wants to make them for her granddaughters. I was introduced to these by a wonderful friend, Jada. She's absolutely the most beautiful thing I ever saw. And she has 2 daughters and she's a military wife. So, I mean, I want to support, you know, people that try to make money from home, making stuff homemade. And we're also Papa sisters through paparazzi. So when I saw her doing a live video and I saw these bows and I have 2 granddaughters, yeah, match made in heaven. So I want to show you what she has made. And her prices are just so, I don't know how she is able to take the time to make these beauties. And look at that, how gorgeous. I think this was only like $2.50, maybe $3. And this was $2.50, I think. And she makes these by hand. So beautiful. I've been looking at tutorials like crazy. Look at these. I got these for Elfie for Christmas. I thought how cute to put these on pigtails. And they range from like $2.50 to $4.50, I think. The big ones are $5, but they're like really big. And then here's another one. So she was doing a live one night and I saw these and I hopped on and I just thought, oh, I gotta get these for my granddaughter. And then when and these were packaged perfectly. So when I got them a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I pulled them out and then shoved them back in, even though she packaged them so nicely. So if there's any bends or folds or anything, it's my fault because she was very meticulous when packaging, all bubble wrap and beautiful. So those are the clips that she made. And look at this headband. So beautiful. I just love it. So this one's going to go to Elfie. And then she had these special ones that were Rainbow Baby headbands. And some people may not know, but I do have a Rainbow Baby. He is 22, so he's not going to want this. But I had to get it because I think it was only $2. But look she has an embellishment in each one of these. I don't know if she gathered all that tulle and did it, but for $2, it's a beautiful headband that I can give to someone later on. So, Jada, if you're watching this, you are amazing. And girlfriend, I love you. So, such a pretty, pretty thing. And cute. Just the cutest little girls. So, I made this one, and I've been scouring YouTube looking at tutorials, and I had to take pieces and parts from ones because I just couldn't get it down without using something. I had to use something. So I made this gold one. I made this little red one. And I made this big guy right here. And I have nieces and great nieces that I already sent some to, so I can't show those. But if you're my friend on Facebook, you probably saw them. So I saw one of the tutorials was using one of these boards. So I'm just going to show you right now what you're going to need for this particular tutorial, and I'm just taking stuff from all different kinds. So you guys just search on YouTube boutique bow tutorials, and you may get something from them and not from me. So just if you really, really want to do this, because I mean it's so fun. Okay, so I made a board that is 4 3/4 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And I removed a 1/4 inch out of the center, the exact center. So I went to 2 1/2 and I moved it over 1/8 of an inch, cut, and then moved it over this way 1/4 of an inch and cut. So it gave me a 1/4 inch, okay? And then I left about 1 1/4 inches at the top together. I made a bow maker before. I haven't used that in years. But anyway, so if you want to make this, just make it out of chipboard or a cereal box or whatever. You're going to need a needle and thread. I already have mine knotted. 26 inches of any kind of ribbon. I'm using grosgrain. That's mainly what I've seen on tutorials, but I have seen the silk ribbon. So if you have silk ribbon, go ahead and use that. So 26 inches of that. And then 2 pieces that are 12 inches long. And this is just that little accent one that goes around. And then I have these 2 that are 6 inches long, and I just folded it. I actually had it folded like this, and then I fold it in half, and you cut it an angle from the open end down to the closed end like that, and then seal all your ends with a lighter. Like take a lighter and seal the ends like that. So you're going to need 2 6-inch pieces for the spikes is what they call them, and then 2 12-inch for the little loops, and then 1 piece that's 26-inch. You're going to need a little embellishment, or you can make a knot, it's up to you, and your alligator clip. And then I have these clips to hold the ribbon while I'm working it. So this goes down at the bottom. I'm going to clip that there. And then this has to go in front of the board. Okay, just like that. Clip it. You can use any kind of clips you want. If you have a bunch of these, just use these. Okay, and then go around and then down at an angle. Make your Z. Clip. And hopefully this will reach. And then up. And to your next clip. There we go. Let me make sure that's in there. And now we're going to need our needle and thread. Okay, so our needle and thread, we're going to make sure that we catch all 3 layers. So right here, I want to make sure that I go above this so it catches this one, and right there. So I'm going to fill from underneath. Got it. All right, all 3 layers right there. Up. And then down through here, making sure that I catch that one. See, like that. And then pull down. And now that we have those secure, pull your clips off and then slide it down. And now you have this. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this like this, tighten your thread, and now you want to bring this down. You can even do it down and up because it is such a wide piece. Hold it securely like that, and then take your thread and twist as tight as you can without breaking something, and then pull your loops. Okay, and now I'm going to tie a knot. And you know, I have been lazy and just put a dot of glue, and that needs to be tighter. Put a little dot of glue and just wait till it cools. But I'm going to do it the right way for you guys. Tie a knot, and then I'm going to do one more. And I will be using hot glue on the front and the back of this. If you're not, then yeah, tie your knots really good. Ah, hang on, let me pull that through. So I'm not really worried about the string right now because I am going to be using hot glue. So there we go. We got our little boutique bow, Fluffalopagus. It's all fluffy and lovely, and you can pick if you like one side better than the other, whatnot. And you want to make sure that when you do go up through that center that you're centered. Okay, this is sticking out a little too much, so I'm going to recut that edge and then seal it. And in most of the tutorials I've seen, they want this like X that you can see. So this is going to be the front. And now we're going to make our little loopy accents. That's what we're calling them, loopy accents. So you're going to take your 12-inch ribbon, have the wrong side facing up, and what we're going to do is we are going to take the ends together, crease it at the very center. You want a nice good crease there. And you can see my crease right here. Hopefully you can see that. And you're going to bring the top of this around like this and over like that. Okay? And so your right side is going to show when it's above the bow. Okay? So I'm going to put a dot of hot glue and bring that around. And then you bring your bottom, you're going to twist that and glue the, just like that. So it's like a bee. Okay. We're making a bee. And then you do the same thing with the other 12-inch. Same thing, fold it in half, crease it real good. Do you guys recognize this ribbon? Let me know if you guys can guess. If you can guess what kind of ribbon this is, or who the brand, the first person that guesses who makes this ribbon, I'm gonna give them a piece of bling, a prize. I'm gonna give them a prize. Okay. So now we have another bee. And then these two bees are gonna go together, and then they're gonna go over that. Now sometimes, isn't that just darling? I just love it. Let me make sure. What do I want the front? Do I want that? I'm gonna do this the front. I don't know why. I just like that one better. So I'm gonna glue, just overlap just a teeny bit. Like that. Just a teeny weeny bit. And be careful, you guys, don't burn your fingers. I know a lot of us are crafters, so we're really used to burning our fingers, so it's nothing for us to touch a blob of hot glue. And it's funny, if you see this nail right here, I was hot gluing bows last night. And I got a big old blob on my nail polish, and I had to scrape the whole thing off, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this fits in there good. Cutie patootie. And I like it. And yeah, that's the right way. I mean, you could do it either way, right? I mean, it's the same thing both ways. These could have been a little bit longer, probably like 12.5 inches. But it just depends on how your bow turns out, how you get it squished and all that. Okay, so I'm just going to center that in there. Real good. Smash it down. And then we're going to make our spikes. They call these spikes. Now I put these on the board as well. And I cross this so that this can let me know that I have them exactly how I want them. So see how I have a little tail hanging here, here, and here, and here. But I kind of want it more up like that, more up like that. And then I'm going to go underneath and do the same thing with the sewing. So I'm going to thread my needle, and I'm going to thread it, or do it the same way. Make sure there's a knot in there. And how I do my knots, I learned years ago. My mom, wrap it around, roll down, and then pull your end. You got a good knot. So I'm going to hold that on my board, make sure it's really even. So I'm kind of lining these edges up right here, like that. And then that actually needs to go that way a little bit. And I'm going to do that. And that. Go from underneath, right here, up, and then I'm going to go down about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, go down, release it, pull it off the board, and now I'm going to cinch it like an accordion, and I'm going to fold that down and that edge down. Make sure it is centered and start twisting my thread around. and tie a knot, and my thread came out. Okay, well, so this is a trick I use sometimes because my needle fell off, so I just put a dot on there and then hold it till it cools. I know, that's such a lazy way, but it works. Okay, and then sometimes if I let it go when it's still too warm, it'll kind of slide. So there we go. Cut the end off, and then just make sure that your spikes are pretty even. And you can do 3 of these together, just crisscross them all. And you could even do 4. It all depends on what you want. Okay, so now I'm going to glue my spikes. Try to make sure that I can't really see right straight above, so hopefully that is perfectly centered. I'm just going to kind of grab it and then push and make sure it's nice and centered. And it's hot. Okay, so I like that. I think that's cute. I'm going to glue my center on, which is like that. And you can use anything for your embellishment. I'm just lucky that I still have Carla 001 goodies. Her shop closed and she sent me so many goodies that I have quite a bit of stuff to use for years to come. But unfortunately I can't tell you guys where to get them because I don't know. So this one is technically a 4-inch. Even though that board's like, just because when you puff it up, I mean, if you count these tails, it's 5 inches. But if you're just counting this bow, it's 4. And then you're going to glue your alligator clip on the back. And what I like to do with that is I like to take a piece of the matching ribbon and glue that to my clip first, or not glue it to my clip, but I like to take, see how the on the alligator clip, this is the part that goes toward the head. No, this is the part, so no, I like to do it like this, so that part where it comes up is toward the bow. So I take this little bit of ribbon and I put it in there, and you can seal your ends with your lighter. So I'm going to seal it, and then when I place it on the bow, I will have my glue on already, and I just do a little zigzag across. And you might want to use some other type of glue, I don't know. Just do what you want. And then I glue that so that there's no like yucky glue showing under the clip. And that is it. That is the way I figured out to do a boutique bow. Hopefully I wasn't out of the frame. Sorry if I was. And I hope you guys like this tutorial. Share it with your friends. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys make them, let me know. And if we're Facebook friends, I want to see pictures. Alright, love y'all. Bye.